Okay, so this is part 2 of the Nara versus Boxer match. I don't remember what I was just talking about, but we see that there's a very low amount of Dragoons over here. Some vultures being produced, and both of them are macroing very well at this point, getting as many expansions as they can. Some probes being transferred to Nara's newest expansion. Now, both of them are playing pretty well at this point. I see a lot of idle idle SCVs and idle probes. So it's just usually at the pro gaming level that doesn't happen as much. But we see that these Reavers are coming in, and the Goliath will be taken out. It did not. Oh, one Reaver is almost dead. An SCV goes down. Academy has to be cancelled. Another SCV. Oh, managed to dodge that scarab. And these Reavers can no longer do any damage, as they have pretty much the same range as a sieged tank. Now, as I was saying, idle workers you usually don't see as much, but sometimes they're just macroing and microing so hard that it's pretty hard to do that, and it's already amazing what they can do already. So we see some speed leg upgrades for zealots have been researched. These will be essential in taking out tanks, but they will die very quickly to vultures. Another shuttle coming in. Actually, it didn't. An academy going up. This will be used to get scan or comsat stations. And I also saw a Stargate for Nara. This may be another match where he goes carriers. As I've seen before, he's been doing a lot of carriers as of late. And every time I say he's going to do Corsairs with Disruption Web, he always goes carriers. And there's pretty much no other reason to go Stargate other than Corsairs with Disruption Web or carriers. Because scouts pretty much do nothing, and you really don't need... Or actually, you could go arbiters as well. I've been forgetting that. Yeah, I've seen that quite a lot, but I haven't seen that lately. We see 3 shuttles now, so pretty strange. Oh, okay, so we see a fleet beacon, so definitely not arbiters. Another Stargate coming up. So oh my god, by past experience, I would say this is going to be carriers. Don't know why he keeps doing carriers. It worked very well on Boxer on the map Money Hall that I posted recently, but let's see if it will work this time if he goes carriers. These vultures going around laying some mines to protect the tanks. And we also see that there's observers going around all over the map. I'm kind of wondering why Boxer has such a few and low amount of units. I mean factories. I mean, from what I've seen so far, it seems like he has a very low amount of factories. And this base will be scouted that Nara has, so Nara will have to get some defense over there if he wants to properly maintain it. Now those factories are coming up. I see them now. And an attack by Nara coming in. These 3 shuttles, I don't know what they have in them. They cannot get too close because of those missile turrets, but they are zealot bombs. Zealot bombs loaded in the middle. 2 Reavers finally unloaded. 1 Reaver goes down. 2nd Reaver also goes down but fires 1 off. So Nara is forced to retreat. We see that these pylons are on fire already. And these vultures will be able to get through pretty soon. If Boxer brings a little bit of stuff over there, he will be able to do major damage. And, okay, so a lot of turrets missile can't. Oh, okay, never mind. He just put some more pylons there, since vultures do very little damage to big units and buildings. One cannon will be able to hold off that many units. So I believe that Boxer has scouted the carrier tech that has been going on. Carrier or a Corsair is being built. It's been a long time already, so I believe that it is a carrier. And those 9 factories do not have machine shops, and usually the main force usually consists of siege tanks for the Terran, if they can, and they use any really excess minerals on vultures and turrets and such. So that definitely means he's not going to go pure vultures, because that wouldn't do anything against especially units like lots of dragoons. And so I believe that he already scouted it, and he is getting lots of Goliaths. Well-placed zealot bombs managed to take out a couple of tanks. this slow Terran tank push is working its way over to the natural of Nara at this point, though. And here comes the attack. I can't see it right now, but these mines are gonna. Oh! The zealots ran in, and the mines tried to attack them, and they blew up their own tanks. So pretty well played by Nara at this point. And I think he has an observer there, but he just ran past because he knew that it would attack himself. Okay, so we see a carrier. Carrier, oh my god. As I thought he was going to go carriers. And what I'm going to say about this is that this is not going to work as well against Boxer, since he already did that style of play against Boxer the first time. Boxer will know how to more properly counter this. And it's also on a different map. This map is a little bit more standard. It sticks to the original style of play, unlike Monty Hall, where each base is pretty hard to defend, especially against large and strong units like carriers. And Boxer did manage to fend those dragoons off, but both of them took pretty much equal casualties. None of those factories are producing anything at this point. And Boxer is going to take another expansion. His economy is definitely better than Nara at this point. And Nara manages to kill off the last vulture over there. Some zealot bombs are being placed everywhere, but the tanks were unsieged, and there's vultures trying to kill them as fast as possible, while these dragoons pick off some of those mines. So we see a science facility there. I'm not sure what that's for. Probably for higher upgrades. And okay, so a zealot bomb did no damage, pretty much. I was hoping that it'd lure the mines over and kill like everything. There's a bunch of highlight videos. Okay, so these carriers are going to start moving in. They are going to start their attack. Nara has decided this is a good time to attack. He's going to start and pick off these siege tanks as fast as he can. SCV's coming in. They're going to try and make turrets, but it's not enough. These carriers are going to do plenty of damage already. So, oh my god, so Boxer is going to decide this is a good time to attack and counterattack, since those carriers were wasting so many minerals on being built and getting the interceptors. Nara has a very low ground force, and these tanks are going to try and do as much damage as they can, but Boxer just lost a lot of his units to those carriers, and poor management of vultures did lose it. Okay, so we see some Goliaths now. These Goliaths will be able to definitely do tons of damage against these carriers. So far, these carriers are working very well. Entire force of Boxer is pretty much dead. Only a couple of vultures got out. I think one controlled group of vultures and some tanks, yeah. This new expansion for Boxer has also come up, and we see that another expansion is going up for Nara at this point. Goliaths have come in, and the carriers are forced to retreat as they see the Goliaths. But the Goliaths are still being attacked. The attack force is still being hit. See more Goliaths being pumped by Boxer at this point. Minerals almost running out in main, and we see that it's kind of at a standoff at this point. There's a lot of carriers, and we see more Templar coming up. This is almost the exact same style of play as Nara in the Monty Hall game, where you use High Templar and Archons to kill the Goliaths, while the carriers kill the rest. And so we see now that these carriers are taking the cover of the high ground, so they can't be targeted as easy, because units can't see as easy up the high ground. And we see some Marines now as well. They will be able to fend off a couple of units and also attack carriers when needed. So we saw... Oh, pause.